Oh my God. Listen, today is a very eventful day. Yes. Do y'all think? hmm So much happened, so much drama. Since today is, to me, it's not a slow news day for me, but I feel like Thursdays we can kind of like talk about whatever we want on Thursday. And then it's boom, back to Friday, hitting it hard like bow, boom, boom, boom. Ooh. Do y'all hear the ghetto girl slap? Baby, now the girls is watching me. Hold on 1 second. Okay, we ready. We ready. We ready. We ready. We ready. Child, this is crazy. So much has happened in such little time. I'm talking about like a lot. I'm sharing this in the Bay Squad chat. If you're not in the Bay Squad chat, then where are you at? Where are ya? Where are ya? So much happened. Did y'all see? Did y'all see everybody was like at odds? Tasha K was out there fighting the people. I have to say this because so much happens at one time. When I see it, all I can do is laugh because I think it's funny. That's my problem. I think stuff is funny and people really be serious. People really be serious. I'm sitting up here, I'm like rubbing my feet together, looking at stuff, scrolling, laughing, watching my faves, and I'm like, what is going on? It must be because I don't really drink out here in Asia because I feel like I have my feelings. I'm gonna just reserve my comments. I have my feelings, right? But baby, I have been fully, baby, I ain't been this entertained in so long. It's been so messy in these streets, honey. It's been so messy in the streets. And I love that for us. I love that for us. I love that for all the content creators. Honestly and truly, I love that for everybody. I really, 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 really do. I really, really, really do. Because at the end of the day, the day gon' end. At the end of the day, the day gon' end, honey. Let me do it like that. Sorry, Bay Squad. I'm making sure everything is good to go because you know we gotta peep the scene. The girlies be in they feelings. People say I have nothing of importance. I can't tell. Okay. The girlies be watching me. They be peeping my every move. I can't even breathe, honey. They be like, mm, 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 mm. Why is it doing that? I don't know how to do it. Okay. All right. So, hey, Couture Bays. It's your girl, Bri. Go live at the Bri Talk and Bay Squad. We have to talk. We have to talk about the final showdown between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. I feel there was some destiny swapping type things going on, and it failed. It failed miserably. Like, it felt miserably. And then also we gotta talk about JT used and exposed. Baby, this one hurt my heart. It's giving the Sage girlies are not whole. Something is wrong. And I told y'all, I think I said it a few weeks ago on my community tab. Like if you don't align and face whatever you need to face, you will be exposed. You'll be carrying drama into the new year. I don't know if there's any retrogrades going on. I have no idea. What I know is this: what I saw yesterday, the girls was not prepared. The girls was not prepared. They was not in a bag. And I have to give it to Bel Kanana, because when she finally zipped it, she was seeing it clearly, because she said she went to go put the armor on. Let me find out she's a base squad, because I'm telling y'all, I only give the girls the tools so they can be successful, even if it doesn't benefit me. Why? Because I'm a pure soul. And I think that's why these hating holes in the back be foaming at the mouth. I'm not choosing a side. I choose base squad every time, because choosing a side for what? For what? If I can't say how I truly feel, what's the point? What's the point of doing this? Why even be a content creator? I might as well put my PFP as one of these celebrities and never show my face. That being said, like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can get all the updates and alerts. And remember, opinions are not fakes. Everything we say here is allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. So sit back, relax, sip you some apple juice or my faith vegan water, and let's get into the mess. How you can like this video is by double tapping the screen or hitting those three dots right there. You see them? Three, boom. Thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe if you like the vibe. How you can engage with this video is by hitting those three dots right there. Y'all see them? Bow, 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 bow. That is how you can engage. That's how you can send money. That is how you can show your support for the free or a little donation. Either way, we love it. Shout out to all the international and domestic bays. That being said, let's get into the mess. Y'all, tell me why you see what lifting them boxes do? Oh my God. I felt my heartbeat in my finger. Hey, Skilo. Hey, Barry. What's going on? El Boogie, where you been? Tasha K's cameo is the best. Oh, hey, Erica. Oh, hello, Jonathan. Hello, Jim. Yeah, they was dead ass wrong. It's going to be a great holiday season. And you know it. You see how we doing this? You see how we doing this? Okay. Hello, England. Rooting for JT. Okay. Rooting for Cardi B. Okay. We have to pray whether good or bad times. You have to pray. No one likes you and you're a bad person. Oh. Choosing a size as an adult is crazy. Always. Hey, Sexy 60. Okay. You've been watching the replays, and we love that. We love that. We love a replay day. So let's get into Saucy Santana. No. Yes, let's get into Saucy Santana and JT. Because I told y'all when the group first fell out, I felt like it was some underlying stuff. We talked about it when Coach K went over there and was with the Breakfast Club lying. I told y'all he was lying. I knew he was lying. Something about it just seemed off. It did not give authentic. It gave exactly what Saucy Santana was talking about. I was so like, It was just a mess. It was a mess. It was a mess. It was a mess. And the girls are crazy. The girls are crazy. And since these rich people want to fight, we're going to talk about it, because we're going to talk about it. Okay, so let's get into JT versus Saucy Santana. So this is what JT had to say, because you know JT she's supposed to be releasing a diss track tomorrow. I'm looking forward. Okay, because the last song I heard, diss track, that's still ingrained in the brain, was Cocaine by Suki with the good Gucci. Cocaine. Cocaine. Okay. Cocaine. And then of course now Magnet. I like Magnet. I like Am I the Drama. Am I the Drama has amazing replay value, but we're going to talk about that in a second. So let's get into JT. Okay.
It's a great thing to be beautiful, black, successful with a motherfucking job. What's up? Yeah, you heard what he called me boss. Nobody gonna call you that. It's a great thing to be beautiful, black, successful with a motherfucking job. What's up? Yeah, you heard what he called me boss. Nobody gonna call you that. It's oh, nobody gonna call you that, hoe. Go get a job, bitch. Oh, nobody gonna call you that, hoe.
So
Go get a job.
that was directed at Hennessy. It wasn't landing because Hennessy literally ate her up. I'm like, Hennessy has been living a soft life since her sister has been highly successful. You're mad because you have to go to work? Miss, I don't have to go as hard. You were quoted saying that. You wish you didn't have to go to work, but you can't rely on that man. See, I like JT. I never had an issue with JT, but I know JT is a follower. I know JT is a follower when she was going back and forth with Young Miami on Twitter. I told y'all then, y'all was eating me up in the comments. Now it's crickets. Because everything I said back then has come in to date. You see, I didn't have to plant the seeds because the seeds were already planted by somebody else. I just saw the flowers blooming. I saw the harvest before the girls could. I was like, what? What is happening? No, and you could tell Young Miami was mad because Young Miami was like, why are you bringing this to the internet? And we're gonna talk about that too. If my older sister become a millionaire, I better not have to work. See, y'all, do you understand? Listen, I'm telling y'all, if I become, I am gonna become, but when I become the social media pop culture phenom like I'm supposed to, do y'all know my sister is not even going to think twice? She's not even going to think twice. She's going to figure out a way to be in the business and be like, I don't have to work because you're working and we're going to make sure this is success. That's the only person I know that would make sure from point A to Z, the money will keep coming in because she's not going to work. I know how my sister thinks. They said, I'm top two of the big content. Please, my sister, I don't have to work. My sister is, she wouldn't even say that. She would have to, she would work up until the day she said she's not coming back to work. And then she would come through wreck and shop. I'm telling y'all, I know how she think. I know how she think. She would be over there with an iron fist. I'm not mad at it. My sister would be like a Solange, like a Melissa is to Rihanna. Please. Why would I be working when I have you? I'm gonna be selling hats. Okay, $300 hats, fedoras and stuff. Just doing stuff. I'm like, girl, wait. I have not seen Hennessy clock in nowhere. Been living good, dressing nice, talking on the internet. I don't always agree, but let's call a thing a thing. Who wants to go to work in this economy with these tariffs? Please. She definitely needs to go hard when she sold 24,000 copies her first week of sales on her album. Oh, okay, JT did Carisha dirty and it's not talked about enough, okay? Speaking of sisters, where is Nicki's? Can Nicki afford to give her sister a soft life? The divine one, I should have known reading your comment out loud. They be trying to fight me and it be the base card. I promise y'all, don't be me. But y'all don't care. Let's get into what Saucy Santana had this for. Hold on. I said, this is crazy, baby, because when I seen Saucy Santana come out, I was like, my God, My Lord. My goodness. I don't want drama. No, he said, I don't want peace. I want drama. Where is that from? I gotta see whatever show that is. All Hennessy does is her promotions for different brands. That sounds like easy living. Can you imagine? All I gotta do is post a picture, a pretty picture, and some clothes, baby. What? Let's get into Saucy Santana and this dragation. All right, there's gonna be some colorful language. Y'all ready?
This is before she got on the timeline. I feel like that was somebody that was once a friend. I shouldn't have to do this. We shouldn't be doing this. And that's the girl at the end of the day. I don't even feel like I have to take it there. You text my phone on bullshit, so I violated you and my motherfucking text messages. Why did you come to the timeline with this shit? What song is coming out on Friday? They was gonna tune in. JT, I didn't do shit to you. The thing is, Cardi B is my real life homegirl. I've been friends with her since 2022, some years old. Ever since you got on the phone and smart shit with her. Fake booted ass bitch. You got on the phone and it's supposed to clear it out everything. Well, okay, you was still there. I was not no scared ass bitch. I don't get down with that.
This is him on the phone
Be on the phone with shorty
with her.
bitch. So me supporting her album, the same way I supported yours. That's your whack to on. It's nothing to do with you. I didn't even heard this one, man. So let's get to the bottom of it. You just don't like Santana. And that's cool. I've been seeing what type of bitch you was. So bitch, I don't be fucking with you either. You don't like nobody around you, man. You don't like nobody around you. All because the number one person you like don't like you. Jackass. Yeah, bitch, you know not to press play while you at work around all the motherfucking people because you're gonna get motherfucking embarrassed, though. That's your best time. Come right here to finish shit, bitch. Fuck off my phone, hoe. Fuck up. I'm what you do. You ain't listening, you really know. Heavy pussy ass bitch. Can't have a baby ass bitch. Ugly ass bitch. Short mouth like shake ass bitch. Can't walk around with ass bitch. Can't wear two pieces like you out on the body suit ass bitch. Ugly ass bitch. Keep and face fillers ass bitch. Keep knee surgery trying to redo your titties cause bitch. You know stump your titties still. Touch your knees ass bitch. Oh, I don't be motherfucking stuff, you weird ass hoe. You weird. You shake weird. You look weird. Your hair look weird. You dress weird. Ugly curly face ass bitch.
Santana. Now listen, he did say he didn't want to have to air her out, but since she came to the internet showing the text messages, which she did, he says show all of them. Don't just show them. Show what you were saying too. And then he came to the internet. It was nasty. Don't worry, cause she said something too, and she was like, "I ate Santana up." What are they saying? Delusion. 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 I said it when she was over there. Bobby Dangerous. Can't be Bobby Dangerous. Bobby Dangerous. To get back at Cardi, I was like. And he said, I'm not doing this with you, but since you want to do it, let's do it. And I said, mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. And here go JT.
I got to the club and niggas wanna take me home and niggas wanna fuck me. Nobody wants to fuck you. I'm thicker than thick. My nigga's a trick. You the trick. The raps never make sense. This bitch whole career is bootlegging the city girls. And he wanna get on here and talk about the lowest female rappers. Well, you wouldn't even put out a song if you didn't get a verse from me. You cried for Shisha, ho. You cried for Shisha. That's why Shisha ain't got no video. Cause Big JT ain't wanna be in it, baby. Where the Shisha? Yeah. Big JT ain't wanna be in your video. That's why you don't have a video for Shisha. Tell the world, bitch. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't even know you. I didn't see, I haven't been around you since I live in Atlanta. You still in Atlanta, sucking dick out the hookah lounge, paying for dick. Dirty bitch. You a dirty bitch. You a dirty poor bitch. A dirty down bad bitch. You don't even have a car. Stop talking about niggas. Talk about somebody nigga face frowned up. I'll be frowned up if I see your big ugly ass anywhere too. Back up. You fucking fan? You a fucking fan.
He's actually a celebrity too.
But Santana, I'm gonna tell you this. All that shit you said about me, I know you just said it because I called you funky and that's the truth. You can't fuck with me, you know that. You can't fuck with me. And saying I've said something because somebody, nah. I said something last week Wednesday, babes. You know me, Santana. You know I don't. You know I don't even know Army. I don't even want to hang around you. You always want to be by yourself. I know nobody want to pay a high school cat fight. Oh my God, you're my friend. No, you're not my friend. Nobody wants to do that. You ain't even cute enough for that. You're not artistic. You can't teach me nothing. You're not fly. I don't like nothing about you. Your whole style is me. Y'all go on that bitch page right now. The bitch went and got a widow's peak in the curls that I did. He's literally a fucking stalker, and somebody gotta wake that up. That bitch toes be hurting, putting on clothes just to look like me, man. This is real facts. This is fact. Talking about a nigga took a hood rat out of whatever the fuck you said and turned her rock star. Say thank you. That's where you got the swag from. And that's what a nigga's supposed to do. A nigga's supposed to uplift you. Not my fault.
She's boring me. Anyways, they didn't even record the part. I don't know who has it when he said Uzi put her on the party favors. Where is the soundbite where he said Nicki is the reason why the city girls are no longer a thing? I know somebody saw it. I know somebody had that piece. I know somebody had that piece because I was gagged. I was floored. He said Nicki text Young Miami when Cardi B was dog walking JT. Remember when she called her a lap dog? When she was out there saying woof woof. Do y'all remember that? I remember that. That was iconic. I remember that so well because everybody's face was on the floor. We were like, what is happening? What is happening? And I said, oh my God, not Nicki is the problem. And I said, Nicki is involved. Nicki is involved. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. 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 Yes, when she said prison pants, he said in the midst of the fighting and the fuckery. Do you understand? Let me see if I think it's Baller Alert has it. Let me look, cause baby, I was when I say seated, I could not believe my ears. I could not believe my ears. I live for a good dragation, because baby, I said not you expose, woke it up. No. We need the audio, baby. The audio. Where is it? Listen. Where is it? Truth is untied. Options are few. What? I'm trying to pray. I found it. I found it.
I stayed out of it, and that shot went back and forth. You brought me in that shit. You always fucking doing it. It's always you. Thinking I'm telling now, put that shit with the hoes that you really don't like. Whole time you ain't like Cardi, you still don't follow her. I follow the girl, you don't fuck with her. You don't like Cardi, you don't like Nicki, you don't like Glorilla, you don't like Doechii, and she carried your motherfucking career last year. You don't like nobody around you, bitch. All because the number one person in your life that you love hoe. Even when you play with my motherfucking best friend, trying to make people motherfucking think Christian turn her back on you. How? Since when? Even when she started dating her nigga, no, bitch, you thought you was hot shit because you had started dating a motherfucking pop star. Bitch, and he playing your motherfucking face all the motherfucking time, soft ass hoe. Bitch, use you for a aesthetic. Rock star takes dingy, dirty bitch out the projects. But you got your ass on here acting like somebody turned against you or somebody was working against you. And then you and your label use that for your fucking rollout, bitch.
Didn't I tell y'all?
City Cinderella was pushed off of Carisha hate. Nobody don't fucking hate you, girl. Nobody don't got no problem with you. Bitches out here striving and thriving, getting money. Out of respect for you, we always fucking spit. Bitch, that was never the case, bitch. You thought you was bigger than the program. Bitch, Carisha was still doing the city girl shuffle with you, put you on act band, y'all was still performing, still doing every motherfucking thing. Still doing everything together. You had a rich, raw ass rock star, she had a billionaire nigga. What was the problem? Bitch, it was always you. You was the motherfucker. Bitch, that was never the case, bitch. You thought you was bigger than some motherfucking JT Wack. No, it wasn't, bitch. I don't even care about you, girl. I don't think about you like that, mama. So what the fuck was you talking about, bitch, in the first motherfucking place? Every time you bring your ass to the internet and start with me. You bring your ass to the internet and start with me. Bitch, you need to go be whack. You need to go be whacking Nicki Minaj. Who played in your face, crack and scramble the egg on top of your motherfucking head. But you know what? You know what you're not telling the people? Your label was just calling around, scrambling around, trying to recruit people to be on your motherfucking side with this Cardi B beat. And nobody didn't want to. Cardi B dropped 919. Bitch, you should have been on the internet. 919. Oh, you waited for Nicki Minaj to say something. You waited for Nicki to say something so the barbs could be on your side. Now Nicki Minaj just was some motherfucking JT Wack telling people, hey, shut zippy. It's a blackout. Short stomach. It's a blackout. Stop playing games on this motherfucking internet. You've been doing this shit for a long ass motherfucking time, JT. You always get your ass on here and try to play victim like somebody against you. Bitch, nobody not against you, huh? Nobody don't care. Everybody out here living their life and thriving. Bitch, your wire just hit my account on my account right now today. If I don't want to get on TikTok and bam, I just got a wire this morning. Nobody not studying you, hoe. But you always, I don't know why you think I'm the weak nigga. I don't know. I'm not the bitch to pick on, bitch. You should have been whacking Cardi and saying that the album came out. No, bitch, you waiting for Nicki Minaj trying to jump on Nicki Minaj being whacking. And now guess what? Nicki Minaj ignoring you and Cardi. You looked so dumb when they recorded that shit on the Breakfast Club, stupid. A fucking fool, hoe. A fucking fool. Mind you, I keep telling people, hey, shut zippy. It's a black violated this bitch this morning in the voice notes. Bitch, that's why she keep uploading them crop ass screenshots. And I felt like, regardless of JT being a fake ass bitch, me and her was friends. So a lot of the stuff that I said, I did not want to say that to the world and to the public. But bitch, you coming out here talking about, oh, I got worse. Bitch, you coming out here with lies from a nigga who got my name tattooed on him. Fish fillet. Violated this bitch this morning in the voice notes. Bitch,
And it was in that one where he said that Nicki Minaj was like, you not gonna help your friend? And Young Miami peep game. She was like, no, I'm not getting involved because they fighting about you. Baby, Nicki is so calculated. And she's so calculated. The people ask Nicki, this is how nasty it is. It says, post you and JT together to silence Santana. He swear you don't like her. Nicki Minaj. I ain't posted shit. When I seen this, I thought it was a fake tweet. I had to go to the source. I said, this cannot be a real tweet. I told y'all last year, I told y'all when Coach K brought his big behind to the Breakfast Club, talking all that whoop de whoop and geechi geechi guala guala, I said they are lying. Miami, Young Miami is a lot of things. But Young Miami peeped the scene for what it was. She said they were having different conversations with them. And how does Young Miami know that? She said, she kept saying, as long as we stick together, they can't divide us. The whole time, it was Nicki Minaj who came to break up the group. Who paid you to do that, Nicki? Y'all think she did that for free? How come JT didn't tell her bandmate, her group mate, she was going to be on Super Freaky Girl? Why would Young Miami have an issue with that? When Young Miami was turning down songs for JT, I keep telling y'all, JT can do whatever she wants. All these girls can get up here and say, I don't like that people are calling JT ugly. Do I think JT is ugly? No. But if they say she's ugly, so be it. Because she calls people ugly all the time. And to you dark-skinned black women who feel like you have to defend JT because people are whacking her between the washer and dryer because she did this to herself, over there being an instigator and a loyalist to someone who don't with her because she didn't sign heavy on it. You look a fool because she called you. She said she don't like the crispy black girls. I believe Santana when he says she don't like none of them. She didn't like the Doja. I told y'all when I saw them performing at the fashion week, it felt off. I said, why is she fighting? She chose that day to fight with Carisha when the Doja song come out. Did she get word from Nicki Minaj to do that? I don't know. Since she's getting sent things to interact, y'all don't find that suspicious? Y'all don't find that suspicious? Y'all don't find that suspicious? Or is the stand-up so good? Is the Kool-Aid so sweet that you can't see for yourself? Because, baby, it's not making sense to me. I never understood why she would sabotage the song with her and Doechii. And it was killing it. The Priders was loving it. The Rainbow Coalition was eating it up. It was getting traction. And then all of a sudden, it was that random fight out of nowhere. Who put the battery in JT's back? Because we know she don't think for herself. If I only had a brain, she don't have one. As much as y'all like to say JT can rap, and all these other things, and I think she can rap. I think she is very strong, right? The problem is she don't think for herself. How come she's still on the label that stole millions of dollars from them? She's the only one. I think it's her and somebody else are the only ones still under Coach K and CEO P. After they didn't get paid they millions of dollars, they purposely sabotaged the City Girls album so they can break the group up on top of your homegirl Nicki Minaj, who don't even like you, who called you a do anything ass bitch. She tagged you when she said it. Oh my God. And this whole time, people don't say it enough. Young Miami was called the hater because she stood beside you. She could have been left you where you was at. Let's be honest. When the City Girls came out, I was like, where's the other City Girl? It didn't even matter. It was Young Miami's vernacular. It was her colloquialisms. It was her tenacity. It was her hunger. It was her hustle. So much so that Nicki Minaj saw her as a threat. And she used you. That's how I know you a fool. That's why Young Miami says she's going back to her. She's been rooted. Hey, auntie, how you doing? Hey, CW, I didn't see y'all. Santana said all JT had to say was she wanted to go solo and it would have been cool. Exactly. I told y'all. Young Miami only rapped because JT said, come please, because you don't have a problem saying these things. And Young Miami said, cool. Cool. Let's go. And they sold the record label. Yo. I'm minding my brown skin girl business. Ooh. Could this be offensive or obnoxious? October? Maybe both. Ooh. They're all on these people free apps doing the mess. Yes, they are. Mars and Scorpio, it's up and it's stuck. Not her label trying to get people in the mess. Show us the DMs. Let us hear the voice messages. Well, he said he didn't even want to expose her, and when he did that, she stopped posting his text messages. So not only was JT used by Nicki Minaj, she got exposed for being a lapdog. It's just, ugh. Let's get into Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj. Okay, the showdown was nasty. They were going back and forth. They was digging in the deepest bag, right? And all it showed me was there was a lot of trauma. A lot of trauma. A lot of y'all sent me the things that Tasha K was out here saying. Um, I don't know, maybe something happened for that had the girls in a tizzy. I put it in the chat so y'all could read it. We're not reading that. Tasha K is not on the menu. We're talking about Bel Kanana and the Queen of Rap. Okay? I keep telling y'all, it makes no sense. It makes no sense, but I told y'all that Nicki Minaj smelt something was brewing because Nicki Minaj threatened Cardi B sponsors 3 days to cut ties or else. Baby, she couldn't destiny swap. Now she wants to stop her bag. It's in 4K. It's in 4K. She knows Cardi B is a single mother. That's what she keeps saying. She a single mother and pregnant with the trade and having trade's baby. And this is what the Queen of Rap said. And I quote, "We will boycott every company attached to her, just like we did with BET. Every company that enabled her disgusting remarks about children and other marginalized groups for years. You have 3 days to cut ties. That's it. That is all. Enjoy your day. We have the receipts." I told y'all. I told y'all. I told y'all. I told y'all. Everybody was like, "Oh, she's not jealous. She is jealous of that lady because," and I'm going to show y'all. I don't just come up here and talk because somebody paid me to talk. I do it because I like talking. I have an opinion about everything. So I'm gonna talk the truth. It says, "And if you still underestimating my influence, try me." Nicki has nothing to lose, and I'm gonna show y'all why. Nicki has nothing to lose. Child, ain't nothing like finding the rabbit in the hat, okay? Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing like finding the rabbit in the hat. So everybody remembers these documents, right? Yeah, those are the lien documents. Y'all remember that? Those are real. Those are real. Just so you know, those are real. Can we get 90 more likes? Ain't nobody listening to Nicki. Yeah, but I just want to put it out there because people don't understand why the spiritual girlies were saying what they're saying. And I must explain to y'all. Y'all remember when Kim Barbie put out that Nicki Minaj was touring for free and all these things? Let's get into it. Nicki Minaj currently has 2 liens associated with her name, used as collateral for financing by First Tennessee Bank Association and HVJVCO1. Or is that I? don't know. Reports also suggest that the liens were placed on her tour deals and publishing rights due to financial obligations. She has publicly addressed these, including a past rumor of owing the IRS 173 million in back taxes. It's not back taxes, it's in business taxes. Business taxes. That's a whole different lane. That's a whole different lane in business taxes. What is collateral for loans? Let's get into it. Liens are placed on a person or entity's property as a form of collateral to secure a loan or financial agreement. Let's continue. Financial obligations. The presence of liens indicates that Nicki Minaj has outstanding debts or financial commitments with these specific entities. Touring and publishing. It is reported that the liens have been placed on her tour deals and publishing rights, suggesting these assets were used to secure financing. Uh-huh. Context in response, because I want y'all to understand, when I come to y'all, it's no malice in my heart. I don't care who win the verbal battle of Johnny got shot, your mama ain't ish, yo mammy, 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 yo mammy. Trading of the insults. Trading of the I don't care. Let me tell you. Cause this right here, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. The liens are tied to First Tennessee Bank, National Association, and HBJBCOI, indicating specific financial agreements with these creditors. In 2022, Nicki Minaj addressed a widespread rumor that she owed 173 million. I heard it was more. I heard it was like 190 something. Hence why Jay-Z owes her $200 million, which she denied on Instagram Live, attributing the false information to a catfish. It has been reported that the funds earned from her tours may be used to pay off her debts. That's what they're saying. That's what the good people are saying. I'm waiting for this tweet to load. Okay? It says, according to the U.S. Secretary of State, Onika Mirage currently has two liens in her name. That means she has used her property as a collateral for financing. And this somebody put, that's California, not U.S. UCC liens for individuals are not done with the feds. Also, liens on record aren't vetted or for validity. Anyone can file one. That's not true. Anyone cannot file one. That person is lying. These are tied to her name. They're tied to her publishing and tied to her tour, which is why she was out here saying Rico Nation, Rico Nation, Rico Nation, Rico Nation. Jay-Z owes me money. And he probably do owe her some money. I don't know. But, 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 she has to prove that. Where is the proof? Where is the proof? So shout out to this person because they put it out there. It says rumors have swirled about Nicki Minaj having liens against her name. This is a legal right to possess another property until a debt/loan is repaid or obligation is met. The truth is Minaj did indeed stake her performance revenue October 28, 2019 with, that means her tour, with First Tennessee. That's number one. And music catalog March 3rd, 2023 with HVJVCO ILLC as collateral. She went and signed these things. I don't know what was going on in 2023. I can't even remember. I probably have to look it up. But I do remember in 2019, that was during Queen. That's during the Queen tour. But as of February 26, 2024, Minaj applied a delete collateral amendment to the music lien with First Tennessee Bank. Delete collateral amendment is designed to remove collateral from the scope of the financing statement. It states which collateral or party was released from the lien, including over 307 songs and compositions. That's a lot of bodies of work. That's a lot of bodies of work. Can we get 100 likes, please? Thank you. I am bringing y'all real receipts. See, this ain't no, oh, I heard through the grapevine, a rumor has it. No, 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 no. These are real receipts. And as of March 7, 2024, Nicki Minaj applied an assignment amendment to the lien with JVCOI LLC, which means the assigner hereby assigns to assignee all assigners' rights, title, and interest in the original agreement as amended, and the release of responsibility and obligation of Minaj's performance rights as collateral. Corporate View Tune Royalty to Trust. The assignee hereby accepts said assignment and assumes the original agreement as amended. All duties and obligations of assigner thereunder, all references in the original agreement as amended to the assigner, subdivide/developer are deleted, and the assignee is substituted here thereafter. Assignee agrees that the terms and conditions of the original agreement as amended, which was previously applied to the assigner and hereby ratified and confirmed by and made applicable to the assignee. The money or figure Nicki Minaj received in loans from both HVJBCOI LLC and First Amendment and First Tennessee Bank is unknown, which is a pretty big number because it was a lot of debt. It was a lot of financial debt. So it says after grossing over 108 million on the Nicki Minaj Presents Pink Friday 2 World Tour, owning the footwear brand Loki and Pink Friday Nails and Pink Friday Perfume and Minx Fusions and other business ventures, it's very safe to say she has nothing to worry about. She has a lot to worry about because I looked it up. Listen, I ain't one of these girls who just be out here just saying things. I looked it up. Nicki Minaj went from having 32 brand deals, 32 multi-million-dollar brand deals from Adidas, Pepsi, MAC Cosmetics, so many stuff. So now she only has two. Now she only has two. I told y'all, I like Nicki. I like her music. She's a great MC. People tolerate what she do because she's a great MC. She knows how to rap on the mic. She knows how to spit a hot 16. She knows how to come for the girls juggler. She hop on a feature and rides it like it's hers, right? But the problem is when you lying, you got to keep up with them lies and you got to remember them lies, right? I'm not somebody who's so faint out I can't see what's going on. I can't see that it's on fire. I told y'all, I said, I believed Kim Barbie when he released those receipts because I went and looked it up. How did I know she was in financial turmoil? I know how to read documents, especially dealing with money. I told y'all I'm real good with money. And I'm not a little bit of good. I'm real good with money. I graduated top of my class. The top. I was on the dean's list all 4 years of my collegiate life. I graduated top in my high school. I'm not a dummy. Basic math is my forte. I told you, my dad said, of all the things we're going to learn that math. Yeah, let's get into it.
Cardi B, she's done exactly what she should have done. Congratulations to her. The only thing with Cardi that really hurt my feelings was the first interview she did after Motorsport came out.
You like it?
Yeah.
I mean, are you gonna Vicky? Are you two? Are you?
I spoke to her before. I saw her in person before.
What happened?
We spoke about things.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't like getting into detail because it's like, like
I'm not trying to get the gossip. I'm just saying you good or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Cause you're on the track together, so I wanted to.
Well, when I heard the track,
Right.
her verse was in Finnish. Or it's not the verse that is on right now. And
I remember, like, when I first came in the game, if a female of that stature had done a feature with me on it, I would only be, singing their praises and saying thank you. The first interview she did after Motorsport came out, it just really hurt me because she looked so aggravated and angry, and the only thing she kept saying was, "Oh, I didn't hear that verse. She changed her verse." Like, I was like, what? I remember when I first did a song with Trina for the first time. That's why to this day I love Trina. because she is the first female rapper, I think, that, acknowledged me behind the scenes.
I remember that interview like it was yesterday. I remember that interview like it was yesterday. Put a one in the chat if y'all remember that interview. I remember. It is so crazy how it takes for things to happen for you to really see things for what it is. And I want y'all to understand, while Nicki is out here telling people not to stream the album, how she's going to boycott the brands and the bars need to boycott the brands and all these other things, you know what I find funny? Talking about, oh, she said these nasty, deplorable things, and oh, I've always paid homage. She paid homage, but I remember reading Gucci Mane's book. Gucci Mane said a very specific thing about her. Y'all know I like to read. I love me a good book, especially from people I like. He said when it came down to Freaky Girl, it was drama. Why you got Kim on this song with me? I don't have to keep playing that little Kim clip over and over because everybody is bringing it up. They said, see what little Kim said, see what little Kim said. Oh, I feel like this. The reason I believe she's trying to destiny swap with Cardi B is simple. She hangs out with that lady who does witchcraft supposedly, or plays with the spirits. Heather's in the chat. She was the same woman who exposed his doxed him, and people thought it was funny because he's an industry insider and she didn't like what Hev was saying. You know, these are the type of games people be playing, and sometimes you gotta take a step back. You can't go out here and say, oh, they playing nasty, but somebody you follow, they follow you, they be saying the wildest things, and this lady has spewed venom onto Cardi B, saying she would, I'm not gonna say it because I believe power's in the tongue, and you went out and said that she said some really heinous defamatory things. And I told y'all when Belkanana was saying she asked her mother to pray for her because so many people don't want her to have this child. It's something about this child. This child got her fighting back. This child got her standing up. This child got her out of the funk. Blossom and Baby Brim got her out the funk. And you can clearly tell because the album is doing really well. Songs are placing in the charts. And I'm just like, for someone who has so much, she doesn't seem like she's happy. I told y'all she was not happy. She could say all day she loves Kenneth Petty and da-da-da-da and whoop-de-whoop. No, she don't, because how you love a man, but you say another man name at least 50 times more than your own husband's? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. I don't have no issues with either side. I don't care. I call them both out. But since she's been off her hiatus, it hasn't given. She's spiritually tapped in. She's inclined. She's masterful. We didn't see her dancing in the stew. We didn't hear a preview or a snippet. You know, she came here to F-ish up because she could not believe people who revere her were speaking light into Belkanana. The only person who's over here tiptoeing and bussy popping is Joe Budden. We don't care what Joe Budden has to say. He's washed. Put him in the blender. Put him in the blender. He's washed. Y'all be like, these hoes don't listen. None of these hoes like us. They want us to spend our money, but guess what? Guess what? When Cardi got out here and said, I have brand deals, I have real things, I'm glad she stopped because they looked stupid. I told y'all. I said, they both look dumb. I thought kids was off limits. I guess they not. I got the children. What happened to we care about the children? Are children not the future? We are the world. Did nobody not listen to Whitney? It's crazy. It is crazy. And yes, I'm so happy you said that, head. And in the same breath, will mention Jesus. And I can't even get mad because this is what I just heard what Charlamagne the God had to say. Do I agree with him? Y'all know how I feel about Auntie Charla. Trash, hated it, and all these other things. But since we're being entertained, we might as well be entertained. Where is it?
Thursday, October 2nd goes to Anika, Tanya, Mirage, Petty. Heavy on the Petty. Now, yesterday, Nicki Minaj did what she does best lately, and that's go on an unhinged rant about everything and everybody, okay? If you missed it, I understand. There's more important things going on in the world, including but not limited to a government shutdown. And it started, at least on our end, because yesterday on Breakfast Club, we responded to Nicki's Tuesday unhinged rant about Cardi B. And this is what we said.
Nicki just seemed miserable. And like, I'm sorry, that's your gut punch right there.
I respect Nicki as an artist, but when I read her tweets, and she starts trying to label people good and evil, it really makes me think of Isaiah 5:20. Isaiah 5:20 says, woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who put darkness for light and light for darkness, who put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Because if she believes that she comes off as a peaceful, loving, God-fearing human, she's bugging. Like, you can literally feel the darkness from her tweets. And honestly, the donkey today for Thursday, October 2nd goes, that's why you shouldn't even engage with her, because when you match that kind of energy, you come off looking dark too. I thought that was fair commentary, but Nicki Minaj thought otherwise. Now, Lauren LaRosa, LL Cool J, read what she tweeted about the Breakfast Club.
She said, Charlamagne, did you put that bleaching cream on your penis too?
Did you?
She then tagged the President of the United States and asked him to lock us all up. Imagine if you called yourself Trump the God. Oh, and then she called you the B word. Lock up Lauren, and Jess with the testicles too. They're very nasty people. Queens N-words run these N-words. Thank you. Salute.
Not MAGA Minaj calling on Trump to get us locked up and using some of the language that Trump used against me when President Trump said, can anyone imagine the uproar there would be if I used that nickname? Come on, Nicki. Now, didn't she have a tweet about Democrats too? What was that tweet, Lauren?
Yeah, she said, Democrats, take them down. You're the all-powerful Democrats. Remember, they lost the election on purpose. Take them down.
That's why you shouldn't even engage with her, because when you...
Down. They're a curse. Take them down. I heard the Lord say, it is done. Okay, Lord, thank you. We give you the honor, the glory, and the praise, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm not a Democrat or a Republican, but, you know, she's probably mad at Democrats because Kamala Harris had Megan Thee Stallion and Glorilla perform for her at campaign events, and she had Cardi B speak for her at a campaign rally. So anyone who dares to uplift any other female rapper that's not Nicki Minaj is going to be on Nicki's hit list. Why? Well, Little Kim told us why here on The Breakfast Club 13 years ago. Let's listen.
13.
She wanted to be the only female out there. Because how you wanted to be out there by herself. I'm going to leave it on this note. You will see. Everything in the dark comes to the light. That's all I got to say.
Dropping a clues box for Lil Kim. Kim, in typical Cancer fashion, you were right. My sincere apologies to Lil Kim for ever questioning her OG wisdom. Nicki has had smoke for Kim, Cardi, Megan Thee Stallion.
Now, they're a curse.
And Lotto, Doja Cat, SZA, Remy Ma, the list goes on, and it's sad because Nicki is goated. She's an icon living. She literally kicked down the doors for a whole new generation of female rappers. She was indeed the pink print for female MCs. I loved when she coined that term years ago. I'm not the blueprint, that's for the boys. I'm the pink print for the girls. But how does the pink print become the stink print? Yes, the stink print, because as I said, your energy is just stank and nasty. You went from showing a generation how to be a female boss to showing a generation how to be a disgruntled artist. How does that happen? How do you go from inspiring a generation of young women to hating on a generation of young women? Well, that's what happens when a person is in pain. That's what happens when a person is hurting. That's what happens when a person has a bunch of unhealed trauma that they haven't dealt with. I saw something yesterday that I found extremely entertaining. Okay, but then I was extremely disturbed. And it put everything in perspective for me. Okay, there was an Lotto, Doja Cat headline on Baller Alert, and I can't even believe Baller Alert posted something so unserious. But I'm glad they did, okay? Because it said that Nicki Minaj was sent proof of witchcraft attacks. It accused the Breakfast Club of orchestrating them. Okay, the tweet said the Breakfast Club was the main platform, partnered with Michael Kaiser of Atlantic Records, orchestrating a direct
They talking about Tasha
Minaj
K.
takedown campaign for years, which see the devil. All because Nicki wouldn't work with us. The other thing I was thinking about, when was Nicki black? Only you can do. If you have to look in the mirror and quote Dr. Seuss, you have to say, today you are you. That is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you. And don't put that in a rap. It's going to sound like Safari wrote it. Now, you are her Nicki, okay? And it's saddening all of us to see that you don't believe that. That you don't realize that. And the reason you don't realize that is because you are in pain. Nicki has had all these personal issues happen around her, and she's blaming the world for what she's feeling because of those issues. The industry has nothing to do with that, Nicki. None of the female rappers, not Atlantic Records, not the Breakfast Club. None of this has to do with the industry. You are refusing to come to terms with life, okay, and refusing to come to terms with human nature simply. Okay, when you refuse to come to terms with human nature, that simply means that you are dooming yourself to patterns beyond your control and the feelings of confusion and helplessness. And that's what I see in every tweet. Confusion. A cry for help. Projections only you can do if you have to look in the mirror of pain. A wounded ego. Okay, projections of hurt. And if your ego is hurt, you may become angry. Okay, ego itself is a disease. You have to dissolve your ego as far as possible. If you have inferiority complex or have a very deficient ego, you will lose your temper very easily. And that is what we are dealing with in regards to Nicki Minaj. And we should all truly hope that Nicki heals. I truly hope you heal, Nicki. I pray you find peace. I want you to go to therapy, church, the mosque, wherever you can go to heal because you are in pain. And listen, so many of us are. Okay, to some degree, we are all in pain, and it's a pain we don't discuss or even understand. And oftentimes, the source of this pain is other people. So you can get on the timeline and massively attack all the people you want. But at the end of the day, I know that it's just a hurt little girl living in that 42, soon to be 43-year-old body. And I want that young girl to get the healing she deserves because you told us, Nicki, starships were meant to pain. A wounded ego fly. So why are you crashing out? Nicki, your trauma is not your fault. But your healing is your responsibility. And I truly, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, hope you heal. Fly. So why are you?
And I do like Starships. Y'all know that is like one of my favorite songs from Nicki Minaj. Besides the ones I really truly like. But yes, Tasha. So I'm gonna read the tweet that Tasha K put up. Is this the one about the witchcraft? Let me go to her page. Cause let me tell you something. I laughed the whole time. Y'all wasn't laughing. I was laughing. I was laughing at everything because I said, "Ain't no way." And that's my problem. I said it. I said it on the live yesterday. I find everything funny. That's my problem. It says, "I sent Nicki Minaj proof of text messages ordering $1,000." $1,000 of witchcraft on her career and personal life in the DR. After it was done, her brother went to jail, dad was unalived, she was blackballed, and Kenny's relationship with his 16-year-old girlfriend that he was wrongfully accused of me doing surfaced. There is a statement from the victim admitting that she lied on Kenny. Nicki knows who did it. Ask her. The receipts, we legit. We report the real news. Wino Gang for life. We stand for the truth. It was so... I'm going to read all of them since I'm reading them because, baby, to me, I said, what is going on? What is happening? We removed the story about a man alleging Stefan Diggs and his brother Trey propositioned a man allegedly for an alleged threesome. The man was getting death threats, according to him. We cannot confirm or deny this man's account. He says when everything calms down, he will speak his truth on my platform. Until then, sip up. We're dropping more wine. Everything is allegedly. Even my name is allegedly. What? What is happening? It says it was just one person. It wasn't just one person trying to take out Nicki Minaj. It was an entire industry. Big difference. I don't care who I like or don't like. The truth is the MFing truth. We stand, but tell me this. What artist do you know that has done as many features and broken in as many artists as Nicki Minaj has? Let's stop the MFing cap. But she hates female rappers, but work with all of them. She did not work with all of them. She did not work with all of them, Tasha. No, she did not. Not all the new girls. No, she did not work with all of them. Even though they shitted in her face after they got on, she didn't need them. They need her. Cap. And then it says, after Little Kim botched her body, the real Kim left with Biggie. Eve became a bed wench. Oh my God. After being passed around the industry, Missy Elliott refuses to claim her LGBTQ fans. In this climate, Queen Latifah's raps about hating weren't selling, and Remy Ma got locked up over a ban. Female rap was over. I don't agree with female rap was over. It was not over. Um, we gotta stop spinning that narrative because Eve was still doing it. It wasn't over. It just was different. It transitioned into the pop. The girlies didn't know how to do that. I don't like when they say it was over. It wasn't over. They didn't know how to transition it to pop because Eve knew how to do it because she was doing I just wanna rock with you all night long. That was hot. And then the Brat came out and did the what do you like? A whole lot of foreplay right before we get it started. Y'all know I love me some music. I love so what? But as far as keeping up with her, they was not keeping up with Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj had the hottest pop stars on her album. She is female rap. She revived it. She saved it. She put every other female rapper on, only for them to shit in her face. Nicki's last album cover was AI generated in her house, in her studio. No music videos, just pure music for women who work their way to the top. That's why we rock with her. Not sleeping their way in and using folk. Be mad at God over her talent. The rest are just holding space. I'm out, headed to LA to work. Too bad they shut down that bot company in the Middle East. These hoes finna be struggling. What bot company? What bot company is that? What? What? I don't know. And it says all the roaches talking cash-ish in my comments today. The ones that black men settle for. My God. That's why they getting passports on y'all. Y'all don't know your worth. They're over in the DR paying for coochie. See why I was like, I don't take nothing serious. Shut the fuck up and pay me. Keep tweeting. I stand on truth. Oh man. May any hit Roach holla in the comments. Go Roach go. Let Sukiana the Roach go first. Now what did Suki do? What? What is happening? When folks send cease and desist, we say sorry. Everything is allegedly. Even my name is allegedly. Last cease and desist we got was Juvenile. Okay, because listen, Juvie don't play. New Orleans do not play. We said sorry for interviewing that twisted mouth Baser who has beef with him. The wine was good though, but not worth being sued over. Sorry, Juvie. I got back that ass up on replay right now. Listen. When she interviewed that, we're not even going to talk about the interview, but that's what she put. The Breakfast Club was not going to say Tasha K's name because Tasha K did that interview with Jessica White. Jessica White, who we had to report um, Charlamagne the God's DNA was not on her or something like that. He got off legally. Legally, he got off. So that was a sad day because I don't know. I don't even want to talk about that. I do want to say this. When it comes to female rap, there were rappers. They just were not as strong as Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj was on some of the hottest songs at that time. People are forgetting there were certain things that just happened to line up. We had Will I Am from Black Eyed Peas, who was the hottest rap group of the time. You know how I know? Because I was singing Where Is the Love. I was singing Where Is the Love. Okay, I knew who the Black Eyed Peas were. Boom, boom, boom. I was singing it. Gotta get that. So when I saw that Nicki was working with them, working with him, I said, oh my God, yes. And then she had Natasha. Then she had Eminem. Eminem was still cool. He was still cool. Okay? He's a grandpa now. He's retired. He's living abundantly. She had the hottest girls on the album. A lot of people couldn't keep up with that because this thing called pop took over. A lot of the girls were phased out. Hence why Beyonce has a pop-ish album, right? And a lot of people didn't understand that. She went from R&B to pop. Good Girl Gone Bad. We had Chris Brown, okay? We had Just Fine by Mary J. Blige. We had Lady Gaga. When Lady Gaga came on the scene, it's the girls up. They didn't even know what to do with that. They didn't even know what to do with that. That's when boy bands from the internationals became a thing. Then we had the EDM music. People didn't know how to keep up. Okay? So to say the rap girlies, they just didn't know what to do because they were so used to a certain aesthetic. It didn't fit. That's why Remy Ma's Conceited worked. Because I look too good to be wearing this. I'm conceited. I got a reason. Let me look up. When did Conceited come out? When did Conceited come out? I like that song. Because I look too good to be wearing this. I got a reason. Conceited. Conceited. And that's why people were shocked. She went to prison. Because we didn't even know. I was like, what? Didn't she just come out? Making the Band was still on TV. Like, why are we acting? Okay, Remy Ma Conceited, October 8th, 2009. Let me look up Monster by Kanye West. Because that was the song. Everybody knows I'm a monster. 2009, right? Right on time. Let me make sure. By Kanye. Monster song. Kanye. Monster. Monster. Everybody knows I'm a monster. Yes. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. When did that come out though? When did that album drop? I'm trying to find the drop date. 2009. 2009. I remember because I was like, oh my God. People were eating that up. And oh, My Chick Bad. My Chick Bad. Luda. When did 2010? Bottles Up. Where's that? Bottles Up. Bottles Up. Trey Songz. I remember that because they played that in the club. Bottles Up. This is before people knew he was into 2010. So, of course, they're going to work with Nicki Minaj. She was on the hottest songs to date. She released it in 2006. So why did she do the video so late? Damn. Either way, to act like there were rap girls out because Deja Love was out. Deja Love went #1. Young M.A. went #1. Iggy Azalea went #1. There was women out here rapping. They just didn't have except for Iggy. Iggy Azalea had the sauce until she was calling people saying she was a slave master. Then it was, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. But there was a lot of rap girls. They just didn't make good songs. We had Lola Monroe. Let's see, female rappers 2010. Female. We had Diamond. Miss Nuck If You Buck. Diamond. See, female rappers 2010. Not everybody knew to be on a hot song. Yeah, in 2010, it was Nicki Minaj and Iggy Azalea. They were like the hottest ones. And then they had Azalea Banks. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The girls were trying. The girls were trying. I just don't like when y'all try to make it seem like Nicki worked with all these amazing women. Because, like, she hasn't worked with Tierra Whack. Tierra Whack can go bar to bar. I think, and she already has the accolades. Rhapsody, she already has the accolades. I just don't like this narrative that, like, Nicki put all these women on. She did not put them on. She worked with them because it was beneficial to her, too. Do you really think she was looking at Sexy Red and was like, yeah, I want to work with her? She heard that song. She heard how it sounded. And she said, I need that because there was no denying it. Sexy Red was everywhere. And I knew Sexy Red was going to pop because I remember when her video got shut down when she said, making my way downtown, busting gas, rat-a-tat. I knew then she was going to be something hot. Let's not make it seem like she was over there looking at who was trending. You thought I was feeling you? That nigga Munch. She said she wanted her. She structured her company to get her. And Ice Spice said no. She still feels some type of way about that. Ice Spice was going to get those deals whether she was with Nicki Minaj or not because she had the hottest song out there. She had everybody saying, your nigga a munch. She didn't even know how to perform. We talked about it. I called her Little Orphan Annie. And then here comes Nicki Minaj taking poor little JT's Princess of Rap title and giving it to Icy Spicy. And y'all want to sit up here and talk to me about black women? Please. I don't want to hear it. We're talking about who's right today. Nicki is mad. These girls are getting brand deals. Look at what's going on. If it was about putting females on, how come she put Sweetie on? Because Sweetie don't need a Nicki Minaj. That's what it's coming down to. The girls got the sauce. They got the scoop. They figured out if I can team up with this one, I do a little this, I can get these brand deals. That's why the girls are eating and the boys are not. That's why the boys have to play nice. They need to play nice. They don't get the same brand deals as the women. Hence why they work together. Do you think NBA YoungBoy needs a product placement? No. And she worked with them. Why would she work with NBA YoungBoy? Just, what do they have in common? Nothing. And she met NBA YoungBoy through Meek Mill. Like, we gotta stop making it seem like she's just putting all these people on. And she came to save female rap because if she really wanted to save female rap, she would put that ego to the side and say, I'm liking this song. We should do a remix. Even if it's fake love. Because y'all can say what you want about Little Kim. Little Kim did Ladies Night. It was iconic. It was so iconic. The men did their thing, the T.I. song they did. It was T.I. and Andre 3000 in them because they were so inspired. I don't know if he's spending all her money, but it's given she ain't got them brand deals. She needs some money. Okay, she did do Fifi with the Real Mexican. I did like that song. I did like that song. I did like that song. So we gotta just stop with the think pieces. Lady Marmalade. Those are two iconic songs. Great Me. Gotta get my soul sister. Christina Aguilera and Pink didn't even like each other. And they got on the track, sang what they needed to say, performed what they needed to perform, right? For the Moulin Rouge. And went about their day. You see how they went and got their money? Talked about each other like dogs in a documentary. And went and got their money. So was Missy. Mm-hmm. But Chris Brown actually makes really good music, and Chris Brown has been blackballed. Nicki Minaj has not been blackballed. Like, they're not calling the TV shows and stuff like that saying that she can't perform. The problem is Nicki can't make no money. She's not being isolated from going to these events. She's not going because her husband can't go. Y'all understand? She's making a choice. I told y'all when all these female CEOs were in a position of a lot of these dealings, she was not going to, they was not going to take her. Your husband is a level 3 SO. And the number one thing I read when I was looking at brand deals is a lot of people are afraid to work with Nicki Minaj because she calls out people. And I said, she got to tighten that up. She has to heal. That's why I said whatever she's trying to prevent from coming out, it's coming out. It's coming out. Either you tell it, get in front of it, you tell it, or the people will tell it. And it's somebody by you. And she got an op around her. She had an op around her because she's going to do something. Because she does not know how to put that ego down. That's all it's going to take. It's going to be like that. And it's going to shock the world because we're all going to see it. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not making excuses for nobody because she's been warned. Y'all don't think she's going out there into the waters and stuff like that and asking and stuff. I told y'all what she had to do. She had to go kill with her mother. That was the messaging I got. And I brought it. And do you think she's healed with her mother? Have we seen Mama Minaj around the sun, around her? No. But guess who we seen around their mothers? We seen Mama Tina everywhere. It's starting somewhere. We seen Mama Tina around Solange. We seen the mamas healing. Hell, we seen Halle Bailey. They said they had a rough instance with their mama and stuff. They didn't heal. Icy Spicy didn't heal her issues with her mama. We seen Asian Doll then got with her mother. Everybody is getting with their mama. Doja Cat. Brock, put her mama in a song, baby. Put her in the video. You're so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Healing. Sexy Red brought her mama out. You gotta heal. If you don't heal, you don't do the work, you're not gonna evolve. You're not gonna make no money. You're just gonna drag yourself down and people are gonna cut you off. Nobody wants to be around a dark cloud. Can you imagine you want to do big business with a Nicki Minaj and she's on the internet talking about people who you work with? Do you think you're gonna make money? Do y'all think that? We gotta use this. It's everything ain't the industry. The industry didn't have to do too much. Everything ain't Jay-Z. Jay-Z is probably over here loving it. He's like, look at her. He's ruthless in business. He's cold. He's like business is business. He treats the business like the drug game. That's what the people say. They say like, look, once he says no, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. They say when it comes to no. And he said he don't even think about it because his children, he said Blue is going to be running the business. That's what he keeps saying. Blue is going to be running the business. Y'all think he's about to be showing signs of weakness? at a woman's fragility, at somebody who say my name more times than she said her husband name online, please. He already won. And she can't say Beyonce's name. She can't. She can't, because then it's really over. That'll be the final straw. They cut the water off. She did this to herself. I told y'all when she went on the Pink Friday 2 tour, because I went and she had a singer instead of a rapper. I thought that was out of alignment. But here we go. Do you see Monica saying, hey, Nicki Minaj, thank you for giving me an opportunity. Let me bring you on our tour? You think that Aquarius is going to let the... Brandy probably was like, girl, we're doing singers. We're doing singers. And then went and got the real singers. Please. Okay, CW, get into it. People talking about witchcraft, baby. It's deeper than rap. That's spirituality. Y'all gotta get into your good book. You see, Leonard went and got into the good book. Nicki ain't said nothing since. He went into the Geechee book. He went into that. I got something for you. He went, I don't even like Charlamagne. Charlamagne went, yeah, I'm gonna say this. Silence. That's how you silence a bitch. Please. Please. But anyways. His mama must have gave him that over the phone. I said, ooh. I said, oh, that's a good nasty read. Only somebody from the South can do something like that. Mm-hmm. I said, my Lord. But yeah, she wants the destiny swap. She do. She wants the destiny swap because I told y'all this is not for Cardi B. Y'all gonna start listening to me. You could tell she took accountability. You could tell she's tapped in. And when she said she went to go put on her things, put on her armor, I said, it's about to get nasty. And she's been cute and mute. Keep it cute. You got more in-person things to do. Sometimes you gotta let people just talk. It's driving her crazy Jay-Z's not speaking. And you know the saddest part is he can literally drop a song and eat her up. And all she's gonna do is spiral. Because when Megan, and I'm gonna show you the exact moment I knew when she was like bodies on bodies on bodies on bodies. When Megan did that, I said, oh, Megan Thee Stallion. When she was mirroring herself video, I said, oh, girl. When she did this one, she was like, you're a pussy. Oh, no, not that one. This one. Why is it going to it? I don't want to go to the, I just want to see the images. You see? Right there. It was that part. And when she looked at her old self and went down her destiny. Y'all didn't see it when I told y'all, but bow. Bodies on bodies on bodies on bodies. Y'all didn't believe me. This part. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She ain't been right since then. And I told her not to do it. But anyways, what are y'all thoughts? Kenny is a housewife. Book of Ecclesiastes tells believers to be happy with the lot God has given you, to enjoy your work and eat well and be happy. Amen. Amen. Come on, CW, with a good word. What a good word. Yes. Okay. But y'all, that's all I have for y'all. This was fun. Hopefully, the girls find peace. What happened to world peace? What happened to world peace? Okay. We're going to be talking tomorrow because we got to talk. We got to talk about Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, and some other things. Because poor Doja, we're going to talk about Doja. Don't, they ruined Doja's world. I feel like Nicki did this to get two birds with one stone. I don't know how I can. I truly do. I truly do, because Doja Cat, it's right in the midst. It was the rollout, right? But the numbers were already out for Cardi. She could have waited another week. She did this to mess up Doja's numbers too. I want y'all to get into that, because she's still not over that live where she said, "You don't like me. The Barbs don't like me." Baby, Doja played in that lady's face. Doja played in that lady's face. At least she got number 5. Poor Doja. Oh my God. Justice for Doja. uh, I don't believe in coincidences. But anyway, so what are your thoughts, Bake Squad? What are your opinions? Comment down below. I gotta go. Bye, hoes.